I mean, I kind of don't blame McKee. I mean, why would I stay with humans who are going to spit on me and look at me bad when I can go here where these weird, like, bug people are willing to bow to me like a queen? Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, KGeekXX Chic, and we are back with the reaction to Halo. We're now into episode 9, which is called Transcendence. So the last episode kind of ended in a little bit of a fustercluck for a few people, mainly Halsey, which actually brings me extreme joy. But we saw that John and McKee bonded in both emotionally and physically. I wasn't a big fan of it personally, but hey, I understand why it happened. And they kind of decided that they wanted to, work together to figure out what's going on with the artifacts and decide what the best thing to do with it was, basically going forward. John had a very strong idea about what he wanted to do, but McKee started to realize that her desire to use it was going to be very different from his. Basically, John wants to, wipe out the Covenant and save humanity, whereas her mindset was more like wipe out humanity, save the Covenant. We did start to see McKee kind of waver a bit in her anti-human stance because of her feelings for John, but unfortunately, because of prejudice towards the Covenant and a lot of distrust towards her, things did not go out the way that they supposed to, and she ended up kind of going back, I think, to her stance of thinking that all humans are evil. And in the meantime, with all of this, Halsey was trying to orchestrate an escape with John and McKee because they are both able to access the artifact. And with the artifact, with the idea that she was going to use McKee to get the other piece of it and somehow control how it was going to go going forward. I mean, it was an extremely arrogant plan, but I expect nothing less from Halsey. But that did not work out because McKee, of course, went off plan, and John, actually, more importantly, Cortana came through like a G and stopped Halsey's plan from completely coming to fruition. So we ended the episode in kind of a messy place. McKee might have potentially left, and she used the artifact to kind of wipe everything out and give herself an out. It grounded Halsey, of course, from her escape plan. But of course, it seems like her and John's relationship, as new as it is already fractured. So we'll have to see where things go at this point, because I think their weird little, the Halo space is the only place maybe that they're going to be able to meet going forward, but that's only assuming that McKee's going to want to join with him. So lots of things still in play here. A lot of questions still needing to be answered. We didn't see anything from Quan or Soren that episode either. So still very curious to see how this is all going to fit together in this season. So we're not going to know anything until we jump into the episode, which we're about to do. But before I do, you know that drill. If this is your first time to my channel, thank you so much for coming. I do reactions here on this channel, a lot of shows like this one, a lot of geek, sci-fi, fantasy, Marvel, DC, all that good stuff. So if that interests you, I would love for you to join the family. Hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when I do these types of reactions. If not, if you just like this video, I'd appreciate it to give the like button some love. It helps the girl out with the algorithm, which means a lot to me. And if you've been here before, hey, thank you so much for coming back. Again and again, appreciate you. Same goes for you. Go ahead, like, and join the fam if you haven't already. All right, enough chit chat. Let's get into the episode right about now. Hey, yo, Cortana, you need to do some system scans or something. John's not okay. Woo, we got movement. Thank God. Who this? Okay, you're gonna do a jog right now. You think that's a good use of your energy?
It's true. Halsey lied to us.
She's been lying to us for our entire lives.
And deep down, you know it's true.
She tortured and brainwashed us. Turned us into weapons.
It's not true.
Now she's...
Oh, come on.
Listen.
It's not true!
It is.
You know it is. Ooh! Okay!
It's all true.
You better redeem yourself, Poppy.
I was there.
Bitch!
Planned your abductions. Delivered your replacement clones to your families.
There's clones. This must feel so good for him, though. He probably has been wanting to say this for like 30 years.
If there's anyone you should shoot, it's me.
Well, don't. He's a dick, but he's got more balls than Halsey.
We're all we have now.
Kai's with you. You ain't even gotta preach to her. How about you, Shaky?
The Covenant ship is in Hager Delta 7. McKee's probably headed there.
There you go. My G.
You three go.
Oh, where you?
I want Halsey.
Get your revenge, girl. I don't give a damn. You did the right thing. I know it doesn't feel like it, but They don't deserve that. They did not deserve any of that. At this point, like, now they know, some of them might choose to stay. Oh, you're just too late. That's what you get for sleeping with an alien, you dummy. Sorry, I'm not down with the McKee thing at all. Okay, you better catch that ship and kill her. Yes, girl, rip it out. Come on, blow it up. That's right. And I ain't got no Cortana in my head, bitch. Shoot that little midget.
What's my real name?
Kai, you are not thinking clearly. This ship is about to crash.
Please hit her just once. Just once.
Who am I?
Oh, no, show vulnerability. It's over already. Thank you, but you should have been Halsey. About time someone killed that little bitch. Who cares? Get Halsey now. Oh, shit. Ooh, girl, you need to get off that now.
Kai, what's the status?
Going down, clearly.
Hull integrity is compromised.
You did that. You did compromise the hull. But the problem is you did too much talking. You should have just done some shooting. I don't like this. This doesn't feel good. Maybe she survived? Maybe? Woo! Thank God you a G! That's my G! Ain't taking her out that. She's got a mission now, and that's to kill Halsey's ass. Yes. Yeah, John's like, I'm proud now. That's my squad.
I'm gonna need you now.
I mean, she did prove herself to be loyal now, so we can work with Cortana. We're friends now. She helped thwart Halsey's little plan, so, you know, I think we can trust her now. And it's going to be hopefully a benefit because she knows how Halsey thinks. She should be able to. Obviously, it's not perfect, but if anyone's going to figure out where Halsey going to go, it's her. My guess is Halsey's going to try to get back to the artifacts. That's all she cares about. And she doesn't care about John anymore because now she's got McKee. I don't know where this is going to go, guys. I feel like this is where now the whole thing on Magical is going to come in because it's supposed to be like a time portal thing. Like maybe they can go back in time and I don't know, on a live Halsey because that'd be great. Oh, but then we wouldn't have Miranda.
So you're saying the Covenant planet could be right there? We just can't see it.
Yeah, dude, have you not figured out their technology dwarfs yours already?
You send 10,000 Marines, you lose 10,000 Marines.
Thank you. Someone thinking.
We can do it, ma'am. Mm-hmm. Silver Team can do it.
Right? Hello. They call us demons because they actually fear us.
Whatever pain you must feel, just put it aside. Forget everything. Do you understand?
That's kind of what he's been doing for the past, like, 30 years, but thanks, ma'am.
There's no apology that can give you back what we took from you.
Oh, you're a real one.
There will be reckoning, Captain. Someday. For all of us. Not today.
He still respects you. And that's about as much as you can ask for right now. You telling the truth. That took a lot of courage, knowing that it was going to basically destroy whatever level of relationship you have with these guys. They will forgive you at some point, because you actually are sorry. Halsey, on the other hand, you got to kill her. I don't know what to say.
Were you really gonna shoot me?
You know I would have.
Jesus, I can't believe you two. You're like ice cold.
He still has a pellet in his back. Let's get all the pellets removed. I want to see what their real personalities are like. I mean, he sounds like he's still got a little bit of his anyway, but I feel like he's just going to be like straight up just gangster. You crashed? What was the whole point of this?
If you could just give me a moment of your time. Miranda.
Sorry, Papa, this is going to take time. You're going to have to give people time. And by time, it could be years. I mean, I kind of don't blame McKee. I mean, why would I stay with humans who are going to spit on me and look at me bad when I can go here where these weird, like, bug people are willing to bow to me like a queen? Yeah, sure. That's not an answer. You didn't even ask questions about what that place meant or what it entailed? For all you know, they might be like, you know, your place might be on the dinner table, you know? as a appetizer, a sacrifice to whatever the hell they worship.
I believe that what Dr. Halsey wants to eliminate from your species is precisely the thing that makes you special.
Hey, Cortana's smarter than her creator.
So you no longer want to take over my body?
Oh wait, for the less beaten up version.
Look at her with jokes. She learning humor. I'm terrified.
Lighting a path now. You must maintain the precise line. If we veer too far in the wrong direction, the ship will be spaghettified by tidal forces.
It's not spaghettified. Is that a word? I need to look it up.
And you didn't think I should know this before we left?
Our odds for success were already so low, I didn't want to worry you.
You need to trust her, John. I actually trust Cortana now.
Left, 2 degrees.
I don't like this, Chief.
Since when do you care about things you like?
The hull is being pulled apart.
And this is why Covenant ships are the only things that usually go in here.
I don't like this. Whoop it.
Stop whining! I bet him and Soren were besties back in the day, you know.
Hold this line.
How do you know?
Just do it.
Okay, look at him just communing with artifacts and shit.
Oh good, you're still alive.
Thanks.
And I think we found what we're looking for.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. Got the eyes. Oh my god, my guy is sweating like that Kid Beale skit.
Which left them only one option.
Lobotomy.
Article 72. Wanted you to hear it from me.
I think she figured this already. Why do people keep telling Halsey things?
Goodbye, Mother.
I wouldn't have called her that ever again, by the way. I knew it! Okay, as long as she knew. I really hope she is not stupid, but she might be, because I'm like, girl, did you not realize they said all humans? You think you was going to be special? They're going to keep just you? Okay. As a trophy, maybe.
Silver team, on me.
Whee! The way I would never ever jump from there. Oh God, humanity would have to burn because my ass ain't jumping from a spaceship. I'm not even gonna jump from a plane.
Security is light.
Yeah, too
Where's
light.
everyone?
The only enemy activity I'm picking up now is inside that temple.
But then again, I guess they never expected these guys to show up, in fairness.
Genetically compromised flash after a short period of
Ah,
nosebleeds, headaches, undiagnosed.
she cloned herself again. Of course, I shouldn't have. I didn't even think about that.
Where is she? She's critical. Where is she? Where is she?
You'll never know.
That's not my mother.
Y'all should have known Halsey's got backup plans within backup plans within backup plans. McKee, don't do this, girl. You know you don't want to die for this. You don't want to die for these fools. You did not go through all you went through as a child just so you could die like this. Oh, John, stay with us. Oh, there's zealots. Oh, those giant ass ones? Yeah. Security ain't light no more.
Thought you said this place was clear.
They must have been hidden inside the mountain itself. I couldn't detect them.
Yeah, like I said, you in a different party now.
How many?
Hundreds, but they're coming in waves.
We need to move.
Yeah,
Now.
you're not gonna survive this. McKee, come on, girl. I know I don't really like you that much, but I need you to be clutch right now. And I can't have my boys dying like this and my girls. One little touch and you can wipe these bitches out. Come on. Oh God, not these assholes. Man, this is why I don't play Halo. Y'all, I can't. The stress. McKee, you know your boyfriend's out there. Best D you ever had and the only D you've ever had. Either way, touch the damn artifact. Oh, this is ugly. I swear if John's the only one who survives, I'll be pissed. I feel like we're going to lose one of the other two, though, because they really haven't gotten a storyline this season. That's your boyfriend, McKee. You gonna let him die like this? You gonna let him die like this? You know what to do. Yes. You could have done that 10 minutes ago, but anyway. Oh, bye! Hope y'all can fly. Oh, wait. Oh, is this gonna kill her or something though? I know it takes a toll. It's a whole map. Now everybody knows though. It's gonna be a race to who can get there first. It's weird. I feel like only he can get to this place. Or maybe he couldn't before.
You made it.
Okay. Because it seemed like she had never been there before this. But then again, she'd never been with all the keystones. So never mind. Right. The whole battle's still happening while these two are having a moment.
I'm not going back, John.
She's kind of given up on everything.
He's unresponsive. What do you want me to do about it? Wake him up!
Right? Move, 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 move. Oh no.
There's a reason the Keystones led us to each other. They've been guiding us this whole time, and now we're here.
But your body's still out there.
Stay with me, John.
John's got more to live for than you, unfortunately.
You have to let go.
He's like, you just a booty call right now, girl. Like, you cute, but I got friends, you know? Oh, yeah. See, you still have a physical body. Yeah.
Kai. Chief.
Kai shot her? I mean, I understand why she did it, though. I mean, John wasn't trying to leave. No! John, you about to lose everybody right now.
I'm leaving without the artifacts.
That's not possible.
Yeah.
The second you touch them, you'll freeze up.
Or will he?
There's no way you can save the artifacts and the team.
Yeah, you gotta choose. These are your family, John. You can always go get artifacts another day.
Take over my body.
I told you, I no longer want to control you.
It's the only way to get the artifacts and save the others.
I mean, as long as she gives it back?
I may not be able to bring you back.
I trust you.
I trust you.
I can write this stuff. I guess so. All right, come on, let's see the Cortana version of John. Let me see some glowing eyes and some weird stuff. Come on, Johnny. Or Cortana, Corjani, Jordana. We'll take Jordana. Jortana. Come on, girl. For once in your life. Well, twice in your life, because you did help out before. But twice in your life, be useful. Come on. She's like, okay. Clunky, but I can work with it. All right, let's get this perfect aim on now. Oh, you didn't say moves like this, did you? Woo! Oh, this is sexy. Yes, Cortana, you better work. Look at that, you swinging a damn weapon that's heavier than your ass. Did you call the ship? Okay, Cortana. Okay, girl, this is where you showing out. Kill those old, you know what's in those chairs. I'm really trying not to say ball sack, but it's getting hard. Yep, don't worry, I got it. Yep. Doesn't activate when I'm under Cortana. Get on the damn, being all later, get on the damn ship. Look at these floating useless. Oh, we're just gonna sit here and watch our future go away. Sorry, McKee. I mean, I didn't really like you like that, but. Oh, no, not Riz. That's a whole rib cage.
It's crashing!
Oh, God.
That's disgusting. Is there much we can do for that?
It's okay, Riz. We're here.
It's not okay. That's her whole heart and shit. That's disgusting. That's so disgusting. That's so gross. I'm so sick. Oh, it looks bad.
Stay with me, Liz.
That's disgusting. But at least she's not dead. I didn't want nobody to die. Thanks, Cortana. You a real one.
I suspect the Halo will provide the key.
Dr. Halsey, time to take you to the space step.
Does she just have some simping male in every place that she's cloned herself? It's so sad there's an infinite supply.
That we will rewrite what it means to be human.
Yeah, you all feel deeply betrayed, don't you? Yeah, they're all like, all this over these damn rocks. Chief? John. Jortana.
John,
Exactly. Don't know who's in there.
is that you?
I'm sorry. John is not available to take your call. Please try again. John is also probably willingly hiding at the moment just to avoid a lot of emotions. He'll be back. All right. Well, y'all, that was episode 9 of Halo, which is called Transcendence. And woo, lots of action in this episode. I think it's the most action we've had since probably episode 5 when the bigger artifact was first taken by the Covenant. I would say the main occurrences in this episode were really, everyone on the team of the Spartans finding out the truth about their history, because before, remember, it was only John and Kai that were aware of the fact that the story that Halsey told them was a lie. But I don't know how much it's going to help these other Spartans right now to know the truth, but I guess it helped them to realize that John really is still trustworthy and that they need to keep that camaraderie, because they really are each other's family at this point, right? They're the only ones who have that shared trauma and the same experience that John had. But what I think is interesting is the cloning part. Like, I did not know that she had created clones to replace these kids. And, not tell the parents that their kids were even, that they're not even dealing with their real children. But obviously, as we saw, like she said, most of these clones don't even get to live. Like, eventually they have the seizures, they're not perfect. So a lot of these poor parents have probably thought that they've lost their children, not realizing that they've actually been cloned and that the real ones are out there somewhere, if they're still alive, of course, because, all the kids that we're looking at here, John, etc., look like they're well over 30. So, anyway, and the reason I think I'm surprised is because Soren said that he killed his parents. So I'm not sure where that came from or how that happened or whether or not they had a clone or what happened. I'm thinking maybe it's a situation where there was a clone in Soren's case, but the clone, passed early and maybe the parents figured something out. But anyway, I just thought that maybe all the parents were possibly gone because of this. But now knowing this, that means that there is still a chance. And I thought that since episode 2 or 3, that there's a chance that John's parents might still be alive, or at least one of them might still be alive, especially since we got such a focus on his mother several times. I feel like she might still be alive. So knowing that, the clones exist, etc., that explains a lot. But again, I think that the kids, that whole point was that the kids, the Spartan, all know that they are each other's family, and the only people they can really trust are each other. And as I said in the episode, Miranda's dad was a real G for coming forward and telling the truth. He really could have just decided to, keep out of it, keep silent if nothing else. But the fact that he decided to take his lumps and knew that it was going to fracture his relationship with all of them by telling the truth about being there and helping to orchestrate this atrocity, it showed that he genuinely is sorry and that he really doesn't approve of what he did, right? Like he said, he tried to justify it, but deep down he knew it was wrong. And the fact that he told them in that moment was, like I said, I respect him a lot for that. And I think that they're all going to learn to respect him a bit more for him. I just say learn. They might. I mean, some of them may never forgive him, and that's fair too. But I do think that considering the relationship that they have, I do think eventually they will get over a lot of that hurt and anger towards him, and at least have a gratitude, at least, that he told the truth, I guess, is the minimum. I mean, the thing I think is going to happen, as we saw with Kai, is that she wants to find her family now. I feel like for some of the other ones, that's going to be a priority for them too. But the timing, right? We're still in this whole war. We don't really have time to be doing this side quest of finding families just yet. But still, them knowing the truth, I think, was half the battle. And we'll see whether or not they decide to take their pellets out as well. But yeah, I kind of like that everyone's on the same page where that's concerned, where their identities and their history is concerned with the Spartan team. The whole situation with McKee, her storyline is done, I guess. I'm not surprised it is like this, though. I would have been really shocked if they decided to keep her as a bigger character, or I don't know if they're going to do a season 2 of this show, but if they did, I'm like, I really don't see where she'd fit in season 2. I'm still not 100% sure what her point was. You know what I'm saying? And again, maybe she's not dead. I mean, we're assuming, but maybe not. But she looked pretty dead. She did get shot point blank. But I'm just wondering if the only point of her was to have John go through falling in love or having that emotion or connecting with somebody else who was like him. But it feels like the reason she died, if, again, and I'm saying this with the assumption she is gone, is so that John is that only one, right? Because while there were still 2 keys to these artifacts, John was halfway expendable, right? Like he explained to Cortana, he became redundant the second McKee became a thing. But now that he's the only one now who can actually activate these artifacts, and he's on the side of humanity, because that was the big one, right? We saw that McKee was never 100% sold on keeping humans alive. And in the end, I did feel a bit bad for her because she really had just given up, right? I think she thought she had a spark of hope in the idea that maybe her and John could build some sort of future together. But once she realized that she still has a lot of issues with humans and that humans were probably never going to accept her either, that was another big one, she just kind of gave up. Like, okay, I'm not going to be able to fit in with the humans. The aliens, I know. I mean, I think deep down she kind of knew the aliens don't like her like that, you know? Like, at first I thought maybe she was just really silly and thought that they weren't going to take her out too when they eradicated all the humans. But I do think deep down McKee knew that she was being used and that she one day would, you know, run out of her usefulness. But what else did she have, right? The humans were abusing her. So this was like a better option because they were treating her well for as long as they were going to do that. So I did feel a bit bad for her in that ending, that she kind of was just like, I'd rather stay in this fictitious place where no one can hurt me and, you know, things are great. And, you know, I feel like I belong somewhere than go back to this world where I don't fit in anywhere. But it's sad. Obviously, John would have probably tried to work something out or try to be like, you know, John doesn't care, right? He's not exactly someone who fits into society either. I'm sure he would have tried to make something work with McKee. But yeah, she did not have a typical upbringing. She knew nothing really about human relations and interactions, even though some of that would have come somewhat naturally. I don't think she was prepared to just jump back into human life the way that John would have probably expected her or needed her to. So yeah, like I said, unfortunately, her storyline had, I feel like, a logical conclusion if she is in fact gone. You know, she led John to the artifact. She helped John understand more about how to access the artifact and to commune with it. But, you know, like I said, I really didn't feel it as a romantic thing at all. I just feel like they didn't have enough going on to make that justifiable. So I honestly feel like they shouldn't have gone all the way to like the romantic relationship. They didn't need to do that. Like the connection through the artifact was enough. But anyways, I ranted enough about that in the last episode. But yes, now he's kind of experienced that loss. And as we saw, he allowed what he was kind of fighting this whole time to happen, with Cortana actually taking over and, you know, being his brain for him. And I think that, you know, it's not going to be the kind of takeover that Halsey planned for here, because John willingly gave this over, first of all. And second of all, Cortana is not just in there like thinking like a machine anymore. She doesn't want to lose John. So I do think John's still in there. I know they made it look like he might be lost, but I think, he is still in there. But I wouldn't be surprised if he hides in there for a while to deal with his grief over McKee and, you know, just how horrible this last couple of days have been for him. I think it was great seeing the accuracy, seeing how the machine and the man were the ultimate, collusion that Halsey envisioned. It was cool to see. I'm not going to lie. Halsey was right about that. But it's just, the execution still very morally corrupt. But, the end result, I get where she was going with that. Which brings me to the Halsey situation. Her escape plan did not go as planned, thanks to, but Kai was absolutely determined to get her revenge, understandably so, but also the deeper question of wanting to know who she was, where she came from, and Halsey seems like she's one of the few people who has all that information. I don't think that at that point Kai realizes it wasn't solely Halsey that did this, but I understand why she wanted to chase Halsey down for it. Besides, I think all of the soldiers, like John, I think have somewhat of a maternal connection with Halsey, so I feel like that betrayal is also on a much deeper level too. And so I understand her wanting to get those answers, but like I said, as soon as she showed vulnerability, I knew it was over, because Halsey is completely devoid of human emotion. So like, she does not get, as soon as she sees that people are in that space, she knows she can manipulate, and that's exactly what she kind of did. Tried to buy some time. We saw her weird little minion got taken out, which I'm not sad about because that kid was weird. But then, of course, the failed escape attempt. But as we found out later on, Miranda getting smarter, less wool over her eyes around her mom now. She figured out that the person that was in front of her, everything that was happening, that it was in fact a clone. And of course, I don't know why I didn't even think of that, because in the very first couple of episodes of the show, they already showed that Halsey has successfully cloned herself before. I mean, she just purposefully destroyed the first one that we saw. But yeah, I really should have picked up on the fact that they mentioned that the kids were cloned, and now, and then seeing Halsey, clone herself in the beginning, I should have known that it's very possible that that Halsey has created multiple clones of herself for this very reason. But like I said, Halsey's got backup plans within backup plans within backup plans. So who even knows where the real Halsey is at this point, right? She may not even exist anymore. So that's kind of crazy. But yeah, she's in a lot of trouble if she ever does get back into human clutches, but I don't think that's going to happen. I really do think that Halsey is going to be fairly impossible to catch until she slips up, which is going to probably be a while from now. She definitely is prepared for this long in advance, as we saw her journaling later on, if that's even her, basically saying that humans aren't ready, blah, blah, blah. Like, my point is, she's emotionally detached enough to have the premeditation to think of all the things that people are going to possibly try to do to her as they start to discover just how morally corrupt what she's doing is. And so she's already made a lot of different escape hatches to allow her to continue doing what she does without being contained or confined. So yeah, I feel like, Miranda's new task is probably going to be to figure out a way to find the real Halsey. But yeah, seems like a waste of time in one regard, but I understand it too. She is very dangerous out there on her own. I don't know, like, we know she's not done with the artifact. That's probably the biggest lure actually for Halsey going forward, is that she wants her hands on those artifacts. She's not going to rest till she can somehow get her hands on it. And of course, it's going to be back to John again now because McKee is no longer in the picture. So interesting side quest where that's concerned, but we'll see where she goes from here. Because like I said, she's going to have to get back to the artifact in some way. And with Cortana being in there, that's something that Halsey didn't anticipate with putting Cortana in John, is that we saw that thanks to Cortana, John was able to grab the artifact and not lose his mind. And so, depending on how John plays this, he might be able to potentially keep Halsey from getting what she wants by using Cortana in that way. But the downside, obviously, is that she did design Cortana. So I feel like there's still some kind of backdoor way that Halsey will probably figure out a way to override that if she needs to. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So I think that was pretty much it for this episode. Like I said, lots of action for the most part. It was cool to see the alien planet. While the using of the keystones part is out of the aliens' hands, we saw that they all saw the map to where the halo is. So there is going to be a race to that halo spot. And I feel like they're going to have to prepare now, the humans, for, like, if they need to get to the halo, great, but Covenant's going to be there too. And I feel like the big battle, if we do get a battle royale, is probably going to end up there, because they're going to want to get their hands on that artifact, and John, of course, so they can do what they need to do at the halo. So still some plots to be, uncovered here. And of course, we still have to see how Quan and her vision questing has to do with this whole situation. So I'm looking forward to seeing how we're going to tap into that, if we tap into it at all this season. But it's been really fun to watch so far. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please leave your comments below and hit that like button, and we will see you in the next video.